Alright, man, let's have a real talk. You, me, and the algorithm. You've probably seen 100 videos titled something like this. They tell you to buy her flowers, open the car door, and remember her favorite Starbucks order. And look, that's all. Nice. That's like putting premium gas in a car that has no engine. It looks good on paper, but you're not going anywhere. The truth is, for generations, men have been handed a user manual for women that's missing all the important chapters. We're told they're complicated, that they're a mystery, a beautiful enigma wrapped in a riddle. And that's a great line for a poem. But it's a terrible strategy for building a relationship that actually feels good for both of you. What if I told you it's not that complicated? What if I told you that what women really want from you isn't about grand gestures or a fat wallet? It's about a few core principles that, once you understand them, will not only make you infinitely more attractive, but will also just make you a better, stronger man. So grab a seat, class is in session. Let's get into the 5 things women really want from you. And I promise, a good sense of humor is not on this list, even though it helps. So let's start with the one thing that is in the shortest supply in our modern world. I'm talking about your focused, undivided presence. Think about your brain right now. How many tabs are open? You've got the work email tab, the fantasy football tab, the what's for dinner tab, the stress about that weird noise your car is making tab. When you're with her, whether you're on a date or just sitting on the couch, she can feel how many of those other tabs are still running in the background. When she's telling you about her day, about the annoying conflict she had with her colleague Susan, she doesn't actually need you to solve the problem. She doesn't need you to draft an email to Susan's boss. What she wants is to feel like, for those 5 minutes, she is the only tab you have open. She wants to see you put your phone down, face down, on the table. She wants your eyes to track with hers, to see you nod, to know that your processor is dedicated 100% to her. This is the currency of modern intimacy. Your attention is your most valuable asset, and when you give it to her freely and fully, you're not just listening. You're saying, out of all the things in the world I could be focusing on right now, I am choosing you. That is more powerful than a dozen roses. It's making her feel seen, heard, and valued on a fundamental level. It's the foundation, and that foundation is useless if it's built on shaky ground that shifts with your mood. This brings me to the second, and arguably the most crucial point. She wants consistency. Now, when I say consistency, guys immediately think I mean boring, predictable, eating the same meal every Tuesday. No, I'm talking about emotional consistency. She needs to know that the man she's with today is the same man she's going to be with tomorrow. Think of it this way. She needs you to be a lighthouse, not a strobe light. A lighthouse is a beacon. It's strong, it's steady, it's always there, guiding ships safely to harbor. A strobe light is flashy, exciting for a few seconds at a party, but then it's just disorienting and gives everyone a headache. Are you a lighthouse or a strobe light? Are you warm and engaged one day and then distant, moody, and irritable the next? That kind of unpredictability is exhausting. It creates anxiety. It forces her to walk on eggshells, constantly trying to guess which version of you she's going to get. A woman feels safe, and I mean truly, deeply safe, when your character is consistent, when your kindness is consistent, when your effort is consistent. It doesn't mean you can't have bad days. It means that even on your bad days, your fundamental respect and love for her don't just vanish. Consistency is what builds trust. And trust is the bedrock of everything. Without it, you have nothing. So you're present, you're consistent. She trusts you. She feels safe. Now, what do you do with that trust? You don't just put it on a display shelf. You build with it. And that means you have to genuinely value her as your co-builder, which leads to something most guys completely misunderstand. She wants your respect, yes, but specifically, she wants you to respect her counsel, her opinion, her mind. I want you to think about the last time you had a major decision to make. A career change, a big purchase, a problem with a friend. Did you bring it to her? And I don't mean just informing her of your decision after the fact. I mean bringing her the raw, messy problem and saying, hey, I'm stuck on this. What do you see that I'm not seeing? When you do that, you're communicating something profound. You're saying, I don't just love you. I don't just find you attractive. I respect your intellect. I value your perspective. You're treating her as a true partner, your most trusted advisor, not just a cheerleader or a support system. Too many men silo their lives. They have their work problems, their friend problems, and then they have their relationship. A woman worth her salt doesn't want to be a side quest. She wants to be your player too in the main campaign. Involve her in your life, the real stuff, the hard stuff. Ask for her advice and actually listen to it. You don't always have to take it, but the act of genuinely considering it shows a level of respect that is incredibly attractive and builds a bond that is unbreakable. And respecting her mind is huge. But that respect has to bleed into the real world, into the day-to-day grind. It's one thing to say she's your partner, it's another to actually act like it when things get, well, boring. This is where we talk about partnership in the trenches. What I mean is, she wants to see you take initiative in your shared life. Let me be brutally honest here. A modern relationship is like a small business. There's logistics, there's cleaning, there's financial planning, there's scheduling. It's the unsexy stuff. And for too long, the default has been that the woman is the manager of this business, and the man is, at best, a part-time, forgetful employee who needs to be told what to do. Do not be that guy. Do not be the guy who has to be asked to take out the trash, who doesn't know when the bills are due, who has never scheduled a dentist appointment for himself. Proactive partnership means seeing the invisible labor and taking ownership of it. It's noticing the laundry basket is full and just doing the laundry without seeking a cookie for it. It's planning a date night from start to finish. It's not helping her with the chores. It's doing your share of managing our life. When you do that, you're not just taking a task off her plate. You're taking a mental load off her mind. You're showing her that you are an equal contributor to the life you're building together. You're her co-pilot, not just a passenger enjoying the view. That relief, that feeling of being on a real team, is one of the deepest forms of love and care you can possibly show. Okay, so you're a team. You're a lighthouse. You're present. You're conquering life together. From the laundry pile to your career goals, fantastic. But a relationship can't just be a well-oiled machine. It needs fire. It needs art. It needs that spark. And this last one. This is the secret ingredient that turns a good partnership into a legendary love story. She wants your admiration, not just your affection. What's the difference? Affection is I love you. Affection is a hug. Affection is comfortable and necessary, but admiration is I am in awe of you. It's looking at her across a crowded room and feeling like you won the lottery. It's watching her handle a difficult situation with grace and thinking, wow, that's the woman I get to be with. Affection is general. Admiration is specific. Don't just tell her she's beautiful. Tell her you admire the way her eyes light up when she talks about something she's passionate about. Don't just say she's smart. Tell her you admire her sharp wit and the unique way she connects ideas. Don't just say she's a good mom. Tell her you admire her endless patience and the way she makes your kids feel so safe. Admiration is about seeing her unique magic and calling it out. It tells her that you don't just love her as a generic partner, you see and cherish the specific, irreplaceable qualities that make her who she is. It makes her feel desired, not for a function she serves in your life, but for the very essence of her being. Affection keeps a relationship alive. Admiration makes it thrive. So there you have it. Presence, consistency, counsel, partnership, and admiration. That's the real work, and it's the most rewarding work you'll ever do. If this resonated with you, and you're ready to ditch the old playbook, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and join the conversation here at GoodbyeMrNice, where we help good men build great relationships. It's time to say goodbye to Mr. Nice Guy, and hello to the strong, confident man you were meant to be. Leave a comment below and tell me which of these 5 pillars you're going to start building on today. Until next time, stop just being nice and start being valuable.